Today, I would like to present my research paper about portfolio analysis calculating market risk through value at risk variant covariance model. My name is Firman Pribadi and my colleagues Adriani Nusa Srila Pasaribu and Arni Surwanti. We are from Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, program Pasca Sarjana. This is the outline of our slide. The first is about introduction, second literature review, and the third methodology, the fourth result, the fifth discussion, and the sixth conclusion. So the introduction, the continuous development of stock exchange market makes investor will deal with uncertainty. This uncertainty happens because an investor couldn't ascertain the future regarding to where greater obscurity will lead to higher risks by Grant, Gant, Jose, and Sharp in 2011. There are several risk management and the most frequently faced is market risk. According to Brigham and Daves in 2004, a market risk emerged because of stock price fluctuation. And the market model, which currently broadly developed, is the value at risk or VAR model. According to Bowerman and O'Connell in 1993, pronounced that VAR is measurement technique on risk management for calculating and analyzing the risks. So the companies that have investment portfolio will pay attention to fluctuation in the value of their investment asset in order to manage the risks caused by fluctuation or change that occur in the market. The value fluctuation model or market risk model in the investment field is known as a value at risk or VAR model. The VAR model is widely used as a tool by financial companies for assessing risk. The model is a new risk assessment model that is still being developed extensively. The author will use the VAR model for the study to assess the investment portfolio. The stock which form the portfolio are listed company on the LQ45 index. A market risk, Jorion in 2001 stated that there are some risk types, and one of them is the financial risk, where the risk is still involved in the market risk. Market risk issue are the effect of the asset price volatility because the company actively traded its asset. The market risk could be divided into the form of the type they are risk absolute that measured through a relevant currency and a relative risk that measured through a certain index standard. Besides that, the market risk could be classified into two forms, which are directional risks and non-directional risks. The second value at risk, Duffy and Pan in 1997 tested other approach to resolving VAR, where was decided with a certain level of confidence. Commonly, it was adapted for calculating the loss speculation on the instrument, which normally distributed market risk volatility by Jorian in 2001. The VAR model tries to answer the problem of investment risk. That is the question of if tomorrow is a bad day, how big in the value of money is the probability of the company to experience a business loss tomorrow or the next few days? Here, the VAR model is able to answer the question which if there is 5% chance tomorrow that company loss due to unfavorable price is about 10 millions or more, thus the VAR model is able to answer the question rationally. This VAR model can be used by a company to manage the risks of their asset investment portfolio, which the aim of minimizing the risks with optimal return. Furthermore, the VAR model has become very popular because this model is able to determine the value of the dollar of rupiah from companies' investment. This model can even be used to calculate risks on yearly, monthly, on or an even daily basis. This is the research concept. Uh, First step, we create optimal portfolio with a single index model. So the second step, we do normality test with Jacques Bera. If abnormal, we use Cornish-Fisher expansion, and then the third step is calculate and analyze var value. So the fourth step, we do back testing. If the test is valid, so we use the model, and then if the test is not valid, we use another model. So the final we can get var value for the research result. So methodology, a population and sample listed share on the LQ45 index, which consists of 45 companies listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange for 4 series from 2016 until 2017. Based on the sample criteria from 2016 until 2017, there are 36 qualified shares. Then the hypothetical portfolio designed with the single index model and 15 shares decided. So the data collection technique, secondary data of the listing closing share price obtained from Yahoo, financeinvesting.com, and other internet sources, and then process into research material aforementioned. This research use the time series of each stock portfolio daily price, which consists of 5 transaction days each week. So the research period, the data of LQ45 listed share from January 2016 until December 2017 is about 475 data of daily closing price each object. Portfolio loss rate calculation with value at risk variance covariance. This is the result and discussion. Table 1 is about share weight proportion. We can see where is JSMR is the highest proportion in the portfolio, and the MNCN is the lowest proportion in the portfolio. So this is the table 2, the variance covariance matrix. The table contains variance covariance matrix or volatility multiplied by correlation multiplied by volatility matrix. So based on the table 2 above, it showed that highest value is on Jasa Marga Terbuka, and the lowest one is on Adaro Energy Terbuka. Like this is the highest, and Adaro is the lowest. Yeah, this is about 0. Yeah, until 5 back on the comma. So this is the table 3 about the share proportion matrix result. The table 3 consists of each stock weight on portfolio, the number of share price, and individual exposure value. From the matrix in table 3, it revealed that Jasa Marga Persero Terbuka has the most prominent proportion as much as 35%, and exposure is about 240 millions about that. And this is different from it. Media Nusantara Citra or MNCN has the least proportion as much as 0.5, and the exposure is about 4.7 million rupiah in rupiah. And then this is the table 4 is diversified for portfolio result. So we can see the Jasa Marga Persero Terbuka or JSMR with about 340 million rupiah exposure value will be experience the largest loss. On the 95% confident level, the investor will lose about the 10.8 million in the next day and about 24.2 million in the next 5 days, and about 48.4 million in the next 20 days. So the loss of investment with about 1 billion rupiah for total exposure on the 95% in the next day, 5 days, and the 20 days successfully are about 36.8 million and 42.3 million, and then 164.7 million. So In Table 5, about the backtesting cubic test result. Table 5 cover the result of the cubic test and the cumulative of binary type of indicator. After performing the backtesting, the author did the validity test with the likelihood ratio likely table 6 below. So, in the backtesting cubic test result, we can see how the all data is all the like JSMR until MNCNs, all the data is valid in backtesting cubic test result. So this is the table 6 about likelihood ratio or LR test result. So we can see the table contains likelihood with 258 data, where the LR value is about 0.69 lower than a critical value as the match as 3.82. So based on the benchmark, the VAR variant covariance method is valid. Okay, the conclusion based on this result, based on this result, the maximum loss of diversified VAR for the next day is about 36.8 million for and then for 5 days is about 82.3 million, and for 20 days is about 164.7 million. The exposure value design is 1 billion rupiah with 95% confidence level. The backtesting validity test on this result proved that value at risk variant covariance method is an appropriate tool for measuring maximum loss on portfolio. The LR value is about 0.96 and the critical value is about 3.84. It was smaller than critical value. From this study, author assumed that with a simple variant covariance model, investor able to estimate the loss prospect of the portfolio. Okay, this is the end of our slide, and thank you very much for your attention, and terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.